Good morning, everyone. So today I have this new set from Diamond Press to share with you guys. Diamond Press did send these items free of charge for my review, and all opinions are my own, and any links I have in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you're to purchase items to those links. So thank you guys for using those if possible. So this one is already available there on HSN. It's been available for a couple of days, and I've had a lot of people asking to see it in action, so I have it here now. This is the exploding box dies and stamps carousel theme. Super cute. So I've been looking forward to using this. Let me open this up. I have, of course, some other kits to try out for you guys. If you happen to catch the Diamond Press sneak peek last night, you'll have seen what they brought for June. And let me try to get this open over here. Yeah, you can definitely check that out. You can hop over there. It's a replay, so they have it here on YouTube and Facebook, but you can always watch it again, even if it's not live anymore. Let me move this out of the way here, and let me get this out of the packaging over here. Okay, hold on. Let me take this out too so we can see that without any kind of glare. Really sweet. I don't know if you've seen this. Like I said, I'll have the links for you guys if you haven't checked it out yet. But let me show you what it's going to make. That way it makes more sense. I think that's going to be back here. So you're going to end up with a cute little explosion box that looks like this. Or however you want to color it, style it, but this is the sizing, or the shape, should I say, of what it's going to make. Super cute. So it has the 6 sides. It has the little top that goes on there. You have all these little pockets and inserts and things that you can decorate it up with. You can use the carousel, the little ponies. You don't have to use them. You can dress it up however you like. But again, and how cute is that little envelope? Just to use it for whatever you want. So cute. And then we have all these little pieces that we can decorate with, stamps and dies. So I'll show you that in just a minute. So again, these are the basic dies, and we'll go through the instructions and things, and we'll put one together, of course. And so this is your base, and then you have your pieces that would connect to it. I'm assuming it's these pieces, but again, I'll have to look at the instructions there. The pieces for the top, you just need 2 of those, so it makes the 6 sides. And then whatever decorations you want to add in here and there, little pocket, the whole envelope right here, the little flower sprays, all those little fun things. Again, the little ponies there, super cute. And then we have our stamps to help decorate with all that. So again, you just have like a little decorative square. Let me see here. Okay, I was going to point out where that might be used, but I will have to look at the instructions there. And then we have these little pieces that we can put on our tags, or however you want to use it. You have like little bunting or pennants, and whenever I say pendants, I always feel like penance, like after you go to confession. Penance. I don't know if it sounds any different, but anyhow, we have this little ruffle edge, really cute for you. You make my world go round. I smile every time you come around. A day to celebrate. I should have my coffee. I always start these videos and I'm like, hooray, love you, make a wish. We have to and from, have a day filled with fun and laughter. Happy birthday, surprise inside. Wish big, and then of course the cute little decorations and things that we can put on our little project. So, and then it comes with a Diamond Press cutting folder. If you have a Diamond Press marquee, you can definitely use this. If not, you can figure a different purpose for it. All thin metal dies are interchangeable with any machine that cuts thin metal dies. So if you have a different machine, you can cut these on there. If you have the marquee, you can cut other thin metal dies in it too. So as long as they fit, right? So let me grab some papers and we'll get started. Okay, so initially I'm going to make just the actual box base, and then we'll add pockets later as we want to cut. So to start off, we need 6 box sides, 2 box bases, and 2 box lids. And I'm just going to use white paper. I'm going to stamp it with red, make it look very traditional, like big top kind of thing. So I just have some white paper here, some thicker white paper, heavy duty. Whenever I make a box, I try to do that, use like a thicker paper. But I do have this piece, so we need 2 cut out of the white. And then we need For the base, I'm still going to use white paper because why not? So I have that. I need 2 of those. So 2 of this and 2 of this. And then I'm also going to cut 6 of the box sides. And as you can see, it has another piece if you want to mat over the basic, side that you have there, or however you want to use that. Or this could be the little insert for your envelope. That square stamp is something that would go on here, because once you put it together and you have the lid, what's going to be showing is this area. So that little square stamp, you can stamp it on that box side, and it just gives it a little more detail. But for the box sides, I have this really pretty striped paper in this fashionista pack here. You can find this paper on mydiamondpress.com. They had a few different paper packs. I believe the other 2 have sold out already, but this is one that's on there. I do want to point out, I think in the write-up for this paper, it says it's double-sided. It's single-sided, just so you know. It's white on the back. So I guess it's double-sided and that the back has white paper, but it's not printed on the back, so it's just single-sided. I want to use this paper, so I hope I have enough for this one. Actually, is there 2 sheets of each? Let's see. Yeah, so we have. Okay, and these are 6x8 papers. So I'm going to cut 6 of these. If I can line them up, I will, but I just need to get 6 out of this. So I'll get 6. Yeah, definitely. On here, I can take that out there. So I'll be back with all those pieces and we'll get started. As I'm kind of said, I do want to mention, because like I said, I'm just going to keep it in order because of the stripes that's on the paper. And this is just in case you have a pattern paper or something else. So clearly this came from here like this. And this is the last piece of this one, right? But if I want to keep it continuing so that the next is yellow, because if we cut it like this, the next is going to be that pinkish color again, or reddish, just turn this in the other direction. So right now I've been cutting like this. You can either turn this or just turn your paper. So if I turn the paper and I put it back on here and continue cutting, now it'll continue on with the yellow with the tab in the right area. Okay, and if you want, I probably will cut it a little bit more this way. Get a little bit less of the yellow, to be honest. And it goes back to the reddish and then back the other way. But just so you can kind of keep your continuation of whatever pattern, just to kind of pay attention to that if you want. And I'm going to cut the inside a different color because I realized it's going to be all white, white, white. So I think on the inside I'll probably cut it out of like a deep pinkish red color. Okay, I'll be back. Okay. Last piece here. And I'll put this back on the carrier. And so I have my pieces here kind of lined up, just because I want to keep them in order, but that's that. I have pink, which is actually a little bit different than what I was thinking, but this looks really great. And then a white base too, so we have 2 of those, because you're basically going to trap those little tabs in there so it looks nice and neat. And then we have our top. And so I am going to stamp on these. You can use pattern paper, you can do however you like. And I'm just going to freehand it. If you want to use like a press or precision press or some kind of stamping tool, go ahead. What I'm going to do is grab these guys, and you know what, afterwards I'm also going to stamp some of these little guys in red also, just in red so it looks kind of echoing the top, and then cut them out with the die that coordinates, which would be this guy right here. So I'll have some of those too. So basically very similar thing, but I'm going to stamp those first, then cut them, where this, I'm going to cut it and then stamp it because it has different areas that we need to know where they are, right? So we want to cut it out first. I love this little bunting too, it's so cute. But let's do this guy. And put them on here. And since it is brand new, I'm going to stamp it off a couple times. You can stamp it off a scrap piece of paper. I just have more of this white paper here. And I'm going to use a quick dry ink. I think a pigment ink would be really nice too if you wanted to do that, and then emboss it. I think that'd be great. But anyway, I just want to stamp it off a couple times just to get it going. And if you go like this, you even get stripes. And I don't know if you want to do that, but you can get like some texture in it. But for now, I'm just going to ink this up. Actually, I should ink it up this way. I'm going to eyeball this and hopefully get it about right. And I'll just do the same with all of it. I'm going to keep pressing to make sure I have the whole area. Pretty good. And then I'm going to go to this one. And if you want to, I wouldn't fold it yet because then it's going to kind of move on you. I would just keep it flat, but you can really see the score lines pretty well there. So I'm going to hit each one of these just like that, and I'll be right back. Okay. So as I was doing this, I would say try to line it up with the bottom line first, and the tip will just be the tip. Like that, let it do its own thing, but it's easier to line this up first, you know. Kind of was a little off there. Oh, I should clean this off because now I have ink all over this. Put this to the side for later. And then, like I said, I was just going to go ahead and just keep stamping. So I'm going to use this guy. And I'm going to trade that out because I would normally clean that off. Oh, this is the perfect one. Little guy here. And just put that on there. And again, I'm going to prime this one. And I'm just going to look right down and stamp. You can kind of see as you look through if it actually has gotten onto your paper. You'll be able to tell because otherwise it looks like kind of fresh like ink, but once it touches the paper it kind of looks like it's into the paper, so you can tell if you got it. And then this guy. And these little tabs are going to be tucked in later, so if you stamp on that, don't worry about it. I'm just, again, eyeballing there. Okay, and I'll just go around and do all 3 little tabs, one more here, and I'll be back. Okay, here are our top pieces here. I did wash my hands. I hope I dried them well, because I don't want to mess up my project here. Okay, so they're just showing you know, the different ways that you can do the stamping if you want there. And then so we're on to step 3, which is just to fold and score and glue these pieces together. So again, just scoring, all these little bits here. And then these guys are going to go straight down, basically. How cute is that already? And same with this side. And then we're just going to glue our tabs. And then we'll form our base. And everything else is just however you want to decorate it. So, very sweet. Okay. And so I will do these little tabs first, I suppose. Get some glue right up to that little edge. I'm going to hold these because that's just how I do it, but I'm using a wet glue because I prefer wet glues in the long run. If you want to use a liner tape, use a very sturdy liner tape like that red liner tape. Anyhow, so I'm going to hold this just till it sets up. And I'll do the same thing on this guy, okay? Just those small tabs, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so we have these little guys. And we just have this little tab. And then this big guy. I'm going to do them all at the same time because I think that'd be easiest. So I'm going to put the glue over here too. There we go. And I'm going to hold that tab and this one just long enough so that I can move over to the other side. This looks so cute. I was kind of like, okay, my stamping better, you know, be right on there. But honestly, it looks great. There's so much going on, I don't think, you know. I mean, look at that. So cool. So I'm holding this top one. And that's staying now. So I'll move over to the side. And I'll hold these guys together. Okay, so I'll just continue to hold it just to make sure that they're set up. But other than that, pretty much that's it. And you can kind of massage it from the inside if you need to. However, I'll be right back. Okay, ooh, I love that it looks so funky on the top. So cool. Okay, so now we're gonna do our base. So I have my 2 pieces. Of course, if you look at the card, there's the side where your die cut into it, and then there's the rough side. I'm gonna put the rough side up because I'm gonna sandwich that. So at the bottom of the box looks nice and finished, and then on this part, I'm gonna put the nice side facing up too. So this is rough side facing up. And then I'm just going to start putting these guys down so we can give it a score, or you can just leave it flat, I suppose, if you want. But I like to give it a score first. And I'm just going to line these 2 guys up. The reason I picked that up is so I can see behind there and make sure this is nice and even. All right. That looks pretty good. Okay, so I'm still on the back of it, the rough cut side. And I'm just following my pattern, but again, whatever paper you use, you know, you can just either follow the pattern or just do it willy-nilly. That's fine too. Okay, so I'm just gonna go around all 6 sides. That's funny. Miranda's learning more about rhombus and pentagon and hexagons and all those kind of shapes, and so I was looking at this, I'm like, I should show it to her. Well, she will take this. So as soon as she sees this on my desk and it's done, she's gonna keep it in her little collection in her room. She has a lot of my cards and projects up there. So you see, the pattern just keeps going. So the next one will be this guy, and then the next one and the next one, okay? And I'll be back. I have my last piece here. And again, I just look at it from the back, basically. The instructions do say to fold these little pieces back and forth on the score lines just so to get them ready for the explosion, so that they're just kind of floppy, you know what I'm saying? So they're really worked. Like right now they're pretty stiff because I just have them folded one way. But you can keep doing that. You can do it now. Just make sure that they're kind of really worked at there. Okay. And next thing we're gonna do is just pop this on here. So again, I'm gonna glue on the back side. And then we can move on to step, this is actually step 4, so we'll move on to step 5, which is embellishing. So whatever it is that you want to do inside the pockets, the little envelope, decorate this little base piece. How cute. Oh my gosh. Okay, I have to put this on here just to check it out. But, show this guy. Just kind of want to see where we're at here. I love it. Look, it is like chubby. I don't know how to explain it. Like just the size of it makes it look like little chubby. So cute. Okay, so again, step 5. You know, whatever it is that you want to do with your pockets, if you want to stamp directly on this, I would go ahead and do that. I guess it doesn't matter because we're not going to glue this together, so you can stamp it at any time. But you know, add in whatever pieces and things that we would like, or that you would like. Let me get this off of here. So what I'll do is I'll cut a couple of the envelopes and some of the little inserts just so we can see what that looks like. So I'll cut out a couple of these guys. This one right here, this piece. For the envelope, for the pocket. I'll make one envelope, I'll make one pocket. And so I'll cut out 2 of those pieces too. And I'll be right back. Okay, you know, I have that white paper that I just kind of tried things out on. I'll cut these out, but I do want to stamp this before I cut it, just because I like to stamp it and then eyeball this through there. If I do it the other way, then you're going to have to, you know, line it up on a little piece of paper, so it's easier for me to stamp it now. Let me see, I need a stamping block. I guess we'll use this one. And I'm just going to use this pale fig color. I'm just trying to think of the colors that are on the outside of the little carousel and all that, so just going to do that. And then I will place this over the top, tape it down, and then put it through the marquee. Okay, I have quite a spread here. Let's put this to the side. So I just matched up like the little decoration with the envelope. Or this little guy, so very easy. Just to score those, and we'll score this little guy. This one's gonna come in this way. And this is gonna come up. So this will be the inside here. Oh my gosh, how cute is that? And that tucks right in there. Okay, so I did cut 5 of these pieces because I think this is going to cover up the whole back anyway, so I'm not going to cut one for that. But I did cut 5 of these little guys. And again, you want to add some more decoration on top of that, the little hearts, the little flowers, you know, however you want to do it. I'm just going to take these and pop them on here. So I'll just take a minute to do that. Glue all these down and I'll be right back. Last one there. And this little guy, to give it a good score. These are just going to glue right here up to this area. So I'm just going to kind of eyeball that, where that might be. Hey, pretty good. Just a little bit out there. Hold that little guy down. Actually, I'll put something on this to hold it down for me. Good. And then this guy. However you want. I think what I'm going to do is put that in and then put this on the outside. So when we slide in the tag, it'll be less possible. If this was kind of in the way first, it might hit that. So let's do it this way. Just going to put a little bit of glue here and here, just to make sure that's down. And then since I'm going to put that one here, I'm going to put this one opposite it. Like right here. Oh, so sweet. So I'm going to hold that down for a second, and when this is ready, which it pretty much is, I'm just going to put some glue on the back of this and then stick it on this other side right over here. Okay? Cute. Alright, I'll be back. Alright. So that way we can mix and match. I'm going to keep purple and purple, but put that in this little pocket. How cute. And then this little guy. So I'm just showing you like the basic construction, some of what we can do with some of these other pieces. Of course, like I said, whatever decoration you want to stamp right on here. Something slick like this, you're going to want to use like a stays-on, something that will really hold. We have all our little sentiments in here. Let me pop this in. Oh my gosh, so cute. You know what? The first time I need to make sure this is opened up. And there we go. Just kind of open this up a little bit. I can pop that in there easier. Adorable. And then we have our little big top, and then we will decorate. So like I said, I'm going to, so cute, stamp 3 of this guy. So basically 3 of our little carousel horse on some stamping paper. And then I'm just going to stamp this 3 times in red on the same stamping paper. It's just white paper. So I will be right back. In black ink, that is alcohol proof or waterproof, whatever, or hybrid ink. So you can use either medium, but I will be right back. Okay. So these are very small features. So I'm just going to add a little bit, and they're probably all going to be white horses just to make it easy. So I have a very light gray. This is cool gray light. And what I do with something like this is I just add a little bit of shadow here and there, just so it looks like, you know, it's just a white horse. And I'll do it with all of them just to make it easy. Again, just wherever I think I want to add that. You can have some fun with their manes or their, you know, tails, and however you want to play with that. I don't know if I'm gonna make it fun or just like a typical color. So let's say we have some light brown in here. And I'm just adding like the smallest amount of color here, you guys. And maybe dip a little dark brown in there, just to make it look a little something. And bring it back out with the light brown. And you know, you can color in their little harness, all those things. Of course, this could be some fun colors. The little like saddle, but this other piece like on top, it looks decorative to me. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna make it look like a little blanket that's under the saddle. But if that's just little hunches, that's up to you, you know. So I'm gonna, like on this one, maybe I'll start with some light blue. Color this area just so it looks like, what did I use? Light blue? No, light teal, sorry. So I'll use medium teal. Just add a little color in there. and then bring it back out. So when it's something small like this, I don't really spend too much time adding too much color, just a little something. Maybe I'll do a brown there, and then just like a yellow kind of goldish color on the, let's see what we have on the pole. I think would be good. So this is a kind of a medium orange. I'm just adding a little bit of color. I don't know if you can see, I'm barely dabbing it, and then I'll bring like the deepest yellow kind of blend some of that in. Okay, and I'm just gonna make it that easy, and then the little hooves I'll probably just do in black. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, so sweet, so easy. I just kind of left them white, did some fun things, the little hair, and just cute. All right, came out very easily. So I want to show you something real quick. So to cut these guys out, because they do have some particular, like that little pole and all that, with this guy, I have a feeling they overlapped it, but either way, I'm still going to make an aperture for both of these things. So let me see that I have room on here. Yep, okay. So this is something I like to do whenever I have a shape that I'm not sure. I just want to match it up really well. Just get yourself a scrap piece of paper. Decide where on that scrap piece of paper would be a best place to put like a little hinge. And for me, I think it'd be up here. So I'm going to run this through. Oopsie. And I'm sorry, the camera's probably going to shake. I'm going to try to do this as smoothly as possible. And I'll move this guy out of the way. Or this little guy. If you want to do like a drop shadow, definitely put this on in a color that you would want it to drop shadow with, because then you can use that piece. But basically I'm looking for this. And then let me cut these guys down, because although I can put this whole through the marquee, I just want to, not this whole thing, but like this section, if I was to cut the horses by themselves. Let's just get this one guy. So what I'm going to do is eyeball through this aperture. And then you're going to see exactly where this is going to cut. And that looks pretty perfect to me. So I'm going to lay that back down. And then you can hold them together if you're pretty confident, and then put them into your die cutting, you know, especially with the marquee, because you can hold on to it. But I am actually going to go ahead and push that down so it doesn't move. And then again, run it through. And now when you pop this guy out, it should be pretty well spot on. Check it out. All right, I'll do the same thing with the other bits, including the little red stamping I did. I'll cut this, make a little flap, and look through it to cut those out too, and I'll be right back. Just real quick on this one, if you're looking through it, you know, it might look like, okay, that's not quite, you know, so as you keep rotating it, you just want one of these little edges to hit the little red pinwheel area, so like where it goes up. Basically right there. Hopefully you can see that. I know it's kind of like an eye trick here, but hope you can see that. So where it's red and slanted, there it is, there it is, there it is. So you just gotta line that up. Okay? And again, I'll tape it down, and I'll be right back. Pieces. I even have a piece that I'm gonna use as a little tag. So I just stamped Wish Big from the kit there. It has this little circle, popped it out, and I believe it fits in here. Yeah. So then I cut another one of those star kind of shapes out of the pink paper. So I have a little sentiment, and what I'm going to do with that to attach it on the top is to just pop a little hole in it. So for now, I just want to put that together. So cute. And then these little guys, I'm just looking at the packaging, kind of how we're putting this together, and I'm going to pick the side that looks the best to start off with my little characters, like right here. So I'm going to put this little guy there. And basically, if you're looking at it, you're just going to line it up with the bottom, at least I am. Put the little pole right down towards the bottom there. And if you want him to pop out, you can definitely put dimensionals. I'm just going to stick them down, like right here. So every other one will get a little pony. Oh, it'd be so cute if you cut something, one of the shapes, like to look like, you know how they usually have like mirrors in the background? maybe some silver paper, something like that, behind there. Cute. And then every other one's gonna get one of these guys, remembering that the lid comes down however far, right? So I'm gonna kind of put it like here, so that when the lid is on here, yeah. So just like a third of an inch or so off the bottom. And then again, little horse all the way down. And then just to keep alternating, and I'll be back. Okay, so let me get this, make a little punch in it. Just like right there is fine. Okay. And actually, when I was talking about the lid, it doesn't really matter because you can change the lid around, obviously. You can move this around, but to where you want it to be. Like here, I think is good. And then that's kind of what it looks like from the outside. And then when they open it up, it just totally opens up and then has all of your cute little goodies, whatever it is that you want to put in there, or an actual item that you want to put in there. And let me tell you about the measurement here on the actual box. Let's see here. So from tab here, it's 2.5 inches tall and almost 2 inches wide. And then from base to, you know, edge to edge, there's like almost 3 3/4 inches. And about 3 1/4-ish in that direction. And of course the lid has a little bit of height there. So we're gonna put that. We're gonna do this. I have some twine. I'm not sure exactly. I'll just cut a good amount. It's like a foot or so, because I'm not sure what I want to do with it. But I'm gonna put it through here, and then bring it through the other side. And then I'll put my little wish bag. Actually, should I tie it first? I'll give it a little tie first. And there's that. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'll keep the videos coming, and keep an eye out. Again, craft day is June 8th. But a lot of times HSN releases things a little bit early, so there is that. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'll have the images for you there. Thank you so much, Diamond Press, for sending these items for review. And I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye now.